Hi, everybody, and welcome to week 12 of CIT 225. Only 3 weeks left, 12, 13, and 14, and you guys are doing great. I wanted to go over a couple things with you guys today. I want to talk about the final project first and what's expected for you. For those of you doing it, there's a number of you doing it, and you're doing a great job on it. I enjoy seeing the ERDs that you're creating. So let's go over that and what is expected for you to turn in. Please remember that the final project is in lieu of doing the final exam. You can do either or. So pick one and do it. If you haven't started your final project yet, it is due at the end of next week. It is not too late to get started, but it is getting there. All right. So what do you need to turn in? Well, for the final project, again, what you're going to be doing is creating a database schema and a bunch of queries that go with the database schema for an application of your choosing. It could be an existing application, or it could be a application you've dreamed of making, or something that doesn't exist at all. So what I need you to turn into me is an ERD diagram of the application with a minimum of 12 tables. So that would be table, the columns, the data types, and any constraints or indexes, primary keys and such that would be there would have to be designated in that ERD. The ERD can be built in Excel. It can be built in Visio. It can be built in whatever application you want to build it in. Doesn't matter to me, as long as I have a copy of it. It can be in PDF form, it can be document form, but I need to be able to, look at it and understand it. The next thing you need to turn into me is your SQL queries that create the database and all the tables. Create the database, create the tables, create all the indexes, all the constraints, and queries to input, insert, delete, and modify the data that you are in the database. So you have to do some mock data in there, and some select statements to get the data out of them. For example, if you're doing a movie rental company, you might I want to know, like, how many people rented Harry Potter in October. Just some queries like that, just general, like, logical queries that you might want to, sales record stuff like that, whatever you want to do. But I need to see the create statements for all 12 tables, 12 plus tables, indexes, and all that stuff. I need to see some insert statements for the tables, some delete statements for the tables, some update statements for tables, and a bunch of selects and pulling the data out and showing me your select statements. How fancy do you need to get? You could use case statements, you could use subqueries, whatever you want. I just need to know the rationale behind each query, the rationale behind the query. So, say, like, I wrote a query to see how many people rented Harry Potter in July for his birthday, something like that. Okay. That would be the test case SQL script files. The mock-up of the UI and the NX maps the UI to that thing. Let's go ahead and not worry about those, unless you want to. What would the UI's user interface? What would it look like? That's going to get super complicated. So what I need from you is the ERD, and this is what I'm accepting. I mean, you want to do more, I'll always accept more, but I need the ERD. I need the create statements for the database and the tables and everything else, and I need the CRUD statements for pulling the queries out. So you're looking at sending me the ERD and probably somewhere around 60 different queries for the databases, including everything else. Then I will need a PowerPoint presentation that explains the purpose of the business, what it does, and kind of walk me through your design, why you chose the way you did, why the relationships, the tables are there. So I was wrong. There are 3 things I need. I need the ERD, the script file, and the PowerPoint presentation where you explain to me, like, record it, explain to me what you were doing with the design. You don't necessarily, okay, I take that back. You don't have to record it. I mean, if you just want to do it in PowerPoint and not verbalize it, not record your voice, just I'll flip through the PowerPoint. That works as well. However you want to get that to me. So a little on the fly change there. So PowerPoint presentation, ERD, and that, I think that pretty much sums up the project. If you have any other questions, so this week there will not be a Wednesday meeting because I am in training all week. It's been a rough semester. I apologize for that. I've missed a number of Wednesday nights. I will be available all week this week and some of the week next week for specific appointments to talk about your projects. Please email me or text me with a specific time, and I will arrange a time for you and I to get together. I cannot be, because of the training I'm in this week, and I'm traveling next week. I'll actually be in Utah next week, so I'll be in most of y'all's time zone. I can't be as relaxed as when I'm available. So please just text me or email me saying what specific time you want to get together, and I will make that time available for you if I can. If not, I'll suggest a different time. Okay, on to what this week is about. Week 12 is about indexes. Real quick overview on what an index is. It is what it sounds like. It helps queries find things. When you index a table, you want to choose any column that will have a where clause used on it. So, and so you pick your primary key is an index. It is the main index. It's how everything is it's how the information is stored on the database, on the files. All the other indexes are not permanent. They are made on the fly. I will have to find, if you scroll through my YouTube videos, there is one specifically on how indexes work. I will find that and publish that and explain it to you. It goes into great detail on how indexes work and how fragmentation occurs and all that other stuff. So I will find that and post that for you. But suffice it to say, indexes are how the database, the queries look up information in the database. If you guys, like if in your textbooks or I don't know who's encyclopedias anymore, but whenever you have a textbook and you want to look something up quickly for the exam or as a question, you go into the index and you have the big words that are in big black letters. That would be considered your primary key, and everything underneath there would be your secondary keys. For example, if you were looking in a wildlife book and you looked up, I don't know, parrots, and then under parrots in the primary key, which would be parrots, underneath there would be all the different varieties of parrots that you could find. So that's that. It's a fairly easy week for that. Just understanding how the indexes work. I'll find that video for you, and that pretty much covers everything this week. Just let me know any specific times you want to meet to talk about your projects, and I'll make myself available. And as always, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you know how to get in touch with me. And have a great week. I'll talk to you guys soon.